thrifting ain't easy, unless you're watching me. Welcome back. You're watching the Thrift Store Rundown, bringing Hollywood home on a budget. And today, we shall betray the retail people by engaging in Immortal Kombat, all in the name of celebrating the 40th anniversary of WWE Showcase of the Immortals, WrestleMania. For those out of the loop, that is a fastest home for imaginary friends reference that I would have given myself an attitude adjustment not to have inserted in any way in this week's theme. Anyway, just now we did the Food for Life cookbook by Laila Ali, but for the rest of the day, we're devoting it to why we created this week's theme in the first place. Letting the good times roll throughout 40 years of the grandest stage of them all in sports entertainment. Or in this case, 30 years. Hark and ring the bell, 'tis many a slamming story to tell. With the WWE Special Collector's Edition 2014 issue of WrestleMania, celebrating 30 years and letting the good times roll. This special edition issue of their preeminent magazine includes 2 free posters. Also, I thought, heads up, this particular copy doesn't have them. But it was purchased for $3.49 out of a retail price of $9.99 in the US, on display until July 7th, 2014. I believe this came after the heels of the 30th edition of WrestleMania emanating from the Mercedes-Benz, now Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. And there is a lot to unpack in here. We begin with the grandest yearbook of them all. Superstars and divas leave everything in the arena of WrestleMania, making these superlatives seem totally feasible for this year's locker room. Here's a look at who the crop of competitors have to look up to, from most likely to steal the show, then Shawn Michaels, of course, Mr. WrestleMania, now the show-off in the show of shows, Dolph Ziggler. Most likely to stand tall at the end of the night, then it was Hulk Hogan, and now it's John Cena. It was Hulkamania then, and the C-Nation now. Hustle, loyalty, respect. And how about this? This goes out to my stepdad. Most likely to start a streak, Undertaker. Of course, 21 straight wins. Of course, WrestleMania 30 was where 21 and 0 became 21 and 1, thanks to, that's right, not The Miz, but Brock Lesnar. As for The Miz, as of this publication, he had 4 straight wins in a row. So he was the now, at least up until the point that this was published. Anyway, we move on to the best arena in WrestleMania history. This really is a March Madness style bracket of some of the best intimate arenas and football and baseball stadiums for WrestleMania. Intimate arenas really are no different from hosting regular episodes of Raw and SmackDown than they were at the time for hosting WrestleMania. Since then, they moved on to football and baseball stadiums. WrestleMania is so big for a city's economy, especially then with WrestleMania Access and now with WWE World, that cities actually place bids on who will host WrestleMania. This year it'll be Philadelphia at Lincoln Financial Field. I'm just sad they didn't include Madison Square Garden in this section. Anyway, we go from 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 for each section. The Sweet 16 all the way to the Extreme 8, Fatal 4, and then the Terrible 2. The winner would be revealed in the upcoming issue of WWE Mag. Hey, it's March Madness season. I just had to feature this. I also got to feature 30 best entrances on the grandest stage. The crowd is larger. The Titantron set is bigger. The lights are brighter, and the ramp is much longer. If your name is on the card of WrestleMania, it's your duty to make a lasting impression before the bell even rings. You know, WWE has really hammered home the importance of making a good first impression before you even get to the ring, as these 30 examples demonstrate, from Lex Luger to the Ultimate Warrior, very simple, all the way to The Undertaker and Triple H, a little more elaborate, Shawn Michaels, of course, and The Rock. Up next, a Dream Battle Royal. This is WWE Magazine staffer's picks Of 30 superstars really in a gimmick battle royal as far as I'm concerned, some of the toughest, coolest, weirdest, and most nostalgic superstars ever. Only one, in their minds, and yours, would be the last man standing. We have the Ultimate Warrior, Repo Man of all people, Hillbilly Jim, IRS, Virgil, and the Boogeyman. Who do you think will be the last one standing? For me, the most recognizable would be the Ultimate Warrior, but an alternative suggestion for me, because I grew up watching Operation Repo and Lizard Lictorian on True TV, I would have the Ultimate Warrior and Repo Man face off as the final two. But that's just me. Another obligatory feature is 30 greatest celebrities in WrestleMania history. Worlds collide at every media, but who are the most influential pop culture icons in the history of the show of shows? Well, we got here everybody from the late Alex Trebek of Jeopardy, who is nothing short of a legend, Burt Reynolds, Ray Charles, Pete Rose, Floyd Money Mayweather, of course, Mike Tyson. I probably should have mentioned this during the Food for Life cookbook review by Laila Ali, but boxing and wrestling always intertangled with each other, especially with WWE. Floyd Money Mayweather and Mike Tyson are two good examples, but we'll never forget the greatest of all time, Laila's dad, Muhammad Ali, serving as the special guest referee for the first WrestleMania main event. If I recall correctly, that would be Hulk Hogan and Mr. T versus Mr. Wonderful, Paul Orndorff, and Rowdy Roddy Piper. We also have here Pamela Anderson and Jenny McCarthy, a pair of heartbreakers on Baywatch. Well, one of them on Baywatch, which I never watched. And of all people, Kim Kardashian, special guest backstage interviewer for WrestleMania 24. Back then when she was very much well liked. We also have the same amount of unreal moments from the night after. We got some heated post-WrestleMania crowds and several shocking moments on Raw after Mania. You never know which way the crowd is going to sway for superstars. Winners and losers coming off of the grandest stage in them all, on either side of the spectrum. Some nostalgic moments are included in here. Some of them are heartfelt, others are shocking. We got some real brutal confrontations and real shocking alliances. Oh yeah, and classic matches, which really are the heart of every Raw after Mania. They really set the tone for the next generation of superstars to do their thing, or for some veteran giants to rise. 30 years. WrestleMania allows a superstar to become immortal. From Michaels fulfilling a boyhood dream to John Cena earning redemption after a year of trials, everyone steps up his or her game on the grandest stage. This is a crash course on all you need to know about the first 29 shows of shows. It's not so much a complete highlight reel, I mean we got that coming up in the 35 years of WrestleMania review, as it is a condensed version of a highlight reel in print. The very top here are some of the victors of the particular WrestleManias they'll be highlighting here. A couple of real top-notch highlights here. Of course, this is a label, the WrestleMania, where, when, certain elements came into play to make that run for the record books, whatever they may be. One specific memory, you'll see that labeled here. If you want certain artifacts, certain MacGuffins, if you will, which shaped WrestleMania in the history books, you'll find them in this spot. They also round up certain interesting numerical stats and most valuable superstars, aka the superstars who really stood out at some WrestleManias. And that is the format for this remaining section here. And boy, is this a throwback. I mean, if you really want to look up WrestleMania in a pinch, this is pretty good. I'm fond of this particular WrestleMania here, when a kiss changed WWE. And in less than 20 seconds, Sheamus knocked down Daniel Bryan for good, beginning his World Heavyweight title reign. All because Daniel Bryan wanted to steal a good luck smooch from AJ Lee. All in all, this gets 5 out of 5 claps. Those who finally remember this edition of WrestleMania will know that a beast slayed a giant and another giant rose. All in WrestleMania Triple X. turning WrestleMania into YesOmania. Or if you really want to put the emphasis on the triple H side here, it could be yes, 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 oh yes, oh yes, oh God, yes! If you want to have what I'm having, the glorious satisfaction of recapturing a piece of your childhood, get in on this. And for the record, ain't no chance in hell I'm gay for Daniel Bryan. I just like him. Enough said. Thanks for tuning in. Just so you know, there's no limit to bringing Hollywood home on a budget. Please go ahead and check out another awesome review like this one by clicking here, and make sure you subscribe by clicking here. Until next time, I'll catch you, as I always do, on the flip side.